Good evening, everyone.
But I went like sometime, like last week.
Oh, okay.
Late
Well,
last
that's not
week.
too long
Not
ago.
too long.
All right, we're waiting patiently. Who's there? Hey, Bougie Bitch Fish is here. Welcome in. And Cora Works, which is the snitches, which are you. We are witches, yo. All day. Are you a snitch? Nope, she's a witch. It's me and my niece Anna. We're hanging out. We're currently looking at the oyster tank, which I refer to as the television tank. It sits on top of the television. I'm eventually going to get it inside the television.
I thought you were going to do that last summer.
I was going to do that last summer. But I have a problem. I have a problem with throughput.
Yeah.
But I did do some creative things this week, and my niece was in town, so I got to go to some thrift shops. That was pretty cool. We did go by a Petco where I bought some plants. I bought some tissue cultures and fish food. Go through a lot of flake around here. It's time to make another order. Get my flake needs handled. Halfway through water changes, the tanks behind me are down a little bit. They need to be refilled, but half of them are filled. So I'm ahead of where I usually am in the week, ladies and gentlemen. So good evening. Scuba Stevo, welcome in. How's it going? MNC, welcome in. MNC, that's one of the mics. One of the many mics here on
I'm like crazily dehydrated.
Right. As soon as you sit in front of a camera, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you're going to want something to sip on, and then you immediately drink it all in the first, 5 minutes.
But also, just being here, I don't know why I didn't drink enough water. I'm like...
Do you normally drink more water at home?
No.
So I'm like... So what's the difference?
I don't know. That water doesn't, like, hydrate. Because of, like, I don't know.
I don't know. My water's filtered.
My water's better.
Anna's water is better in Dallas-Fort Worth, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure. I remember the water in Houston being chemically clean. I was used to it. It's what I had always had. And then I came here to Austin, and yeah, man, there's a bit more mineralness to it, but
the Dallas water doesn't taste like anything. But I have fridge water and not like...
Oh, she's got fancy filtered fridge water. Running water, good to see you. Mike, I know Mexico is not South America. Excellent. Good point. That is still North America. But when does it become Central America? So is Mexico part of Central America as well? I mean, it's down there. I'm sure there's Central America and South America. Huawei, you heard that about Fort Worth, that their water's better? Maybe.
It's pretty good. It's basic. I mean, like, all water kind of tastes the same, but, like, not really.
All right. Only Oscars is here. That's Jim.
Oh, yeah.
And Jeff Kane. Hey, man. I heard New York City didn't make it. What happened, Nix? I thought you guys had it. I don't know. I got beef with all of New York for some reason. I don't know. I don't like their attitude.
Was it you were talking about the Knicks last night?
Yeah,
we were watching a movie.
Yeah, I brought it up.
On a spiel about how
I brought it up during what were we watching?
I forgot. I think There Will Be Blood. Was it during the day or night? I don't remember.
What did we watch last night? It was The Runaways, the kids that run away. The
Outsiders.
The Outsiders.
Yes.
We were watching The Outsiders.
Great movie.
So yeah, my wife hadn't seen The Outsiders, so we.
Was it because that guy has like New York, kind of?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
It's just something I've been doing all week.
He's really angry about it.
Yeah. So only Oscar's got a bunch of Tiger Bell for me, and she says she got it in 4 tanks. If I remember correctly, New York is awfully proud of their water. Is it anything like the Pacific Northwest? Because their water is like really clean. Like
Only Oscars, you should watch it again. It's good.
Pony Boy and Soda Pop. Stay gold, Pony Boy. It was rad.
Cringe.
It was
alert.
good. It was good stuff.
Yeah, it was good.
So these guys are doing fine. My airline popped off. So this tank and the quarantine tank both had no air for a couple days.
Mm.
And I had some losses in the quarantine tank. It looks like the emerald raspberries are done. I haven't seen one. And it looks like I lost a couple of the neon tetras as well. And those came in last week.
That.
And it happened before, so it could have just been a cascade effect. They could have been sick, but I only had pieces of bodies to look at, so I couldn't tell you whether they had something growing on them or not. So if I had kept a closer eye on my tank by checking it every day, I think that I would have more information. But I think it was just declining water quality is what happened. But they're all still doing good. We'll switch the camera over there in a second. I'll put some flake in this tank that we're watching right now.
I'm sad I didn't go to Aquashella this year.
Right.
I could have. Like, the trip got canceled.
Oh,
but like my dad was like, it's too last minute.
Okay.
So I wanted to. I'll go next year. Or this next year.
Yeah.
I forgot. I'm too used to it being January.
Right, yeah, they do move it around, but this is the only place where they've done it before. They're doing Las Vegas. No, they're doing LA this year, and they're doing New Jersey instead of Florida.
Huh.
So it's going to be interesting who shows up and is throwing what we see. What YouTubers in the in the Northeast in the New York area, and who shows up there and who shows up in LA. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people in California. So it will be interesting to see who meets up. I won't be at either one of them, but I am already overcommitted this year. I'm going to my second show next week, I think, in San Antonio. That one is it's the American Cichlid Association, the Killifish Association. I think it's the American Killifish Association, ACA, and the American Live Bears Association, which I've wanted to go to the American Live Bears Association one. So with it being in San Antonio, such an easy drive that I'm going to do it. So, and then of course I'm going to the Clash again, which is in Morgantown, Pennsylvania. Good evening, Stephen P. And Cheryl Smith. Good to see everybody. So funny. Fish Fam Link, welcome in. Mark. Okay, so Panama and Colombia is the division of Central and South America.
Oh.
All right.
We don't learn that in school.
Right, and
No.
yeah. So Panama and Colombia, which one is north? I want to say Panama, but like I am not sure at all. Like I try to put a picture in my head of where the countries are in Central America, and I remember it goes like this.
We had a Central America
I have no idea.
study, but I don't remember any of it. I don't retain information from school. All I know is
Koi pit is
that
here,
a noun is a person, place, or thing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's all right.
Huawei in the house. Okay. Now I got to get to the bottom again. I have a lot of trouble with this mouse.
I see.
Yeah, only Oscar says I'll be lucky to go to Walmart. Yeah, I don't go anywhere either. I'm not into it.
You went to 7-Eleven.
Yep.
Yeah.
I went to 7-Eleven, got myself a coffee when I woke up this afternoon.
We were watching Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I was.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and that's when I was ranting about basketball. Interesting. I think I killed that plant. So, well, I did a thing. While thrifting, I found a plastic box and I scaped it. Put the hardscape in there. I haven't put the plants in yet, but I got some.
I think he should put like something in there.
I got some little bitty Anubias. So some little bitty Anubias, and then I got some micro plants in a culture, and I figure even if they grow really big, I'll just remove them at the time or trim them and keep them really small and then propagate from there. It was going to be a moss box, but then I scaped it, and then I wanted to put aquatic plants in there. So always fun. Only Oscars, you're working on a 100-gallon and a 75-gallon. Excellent. I am like this box basically doesn't hold any more water than this container right here. Like it's a small box. I'll go get it. I'll bring it.
It's pretty cool. I
What?
think I approve of the scaping. But like I'm a reptile person, so I don't really know. But I don't know why he's putting aquatic plants in there if it's like not. I don't know, there's like sand in there. I'm kind of confused, but it's okay.
And it was really hard for me to make something small enough to fit in this box. So it's like, one big rock and one stick. You know what I mean? Because that's all that's needed. You know what I mean? But I found it really challenging. And
are you putting water in it?
Yeah, I'm gonna put water in it. I'm gonna put water in it, and then I'm gonna
that
put.
Makes more sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna put plants like these, and then some of these plants here. It looks like Microcarpea minima, Bucephalandra. Hey vibes. Sadu Bukit Batang and Renickii mini and another Buse. Okay, it's 2 of the Buse, so a whole lot of the Buse, and we'll see how big it gets, like I said, and then I can always just keep trimming it down and move it on. But I got tissue cultures, so there those are. They look all right, and they're in the gel. I was also able to purchase a couple of lily bulbs, so we'll see if those do well. I had them in a tank. I think they might need potassium.
I thought you were gonna like grow them without water, so I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, well, I was thinking a moss box
Yeah.
at first, like I said, but then I scaped it and like
Yeah,
now I want to put aquarium plants in it because
it's pretty cool.
I do aquariums. But yeah, here it is, folks. Let's get a gander at it. So I put it up like that, and then I tilt this down. Does that give you guys not really. Let's do it like this, and then there we go. We'll see if I can hold it still enough. Okay, that's my finger in the back. It looks like there's a rock in the air. So yeah, guys, it was pretty intense. And as you can see, it ends up being like a very simple hardscape, but I was pleased with it. But like I was trying to put like 3 rocks in there forever and a couple different sticks, and it just like, nope, man, all you need is 1 stick, 1 rock, and then I put some pebbles in there and stuff like that. So I'm kind of interested to see how it goes. Of course, I could wet it down and find moss and put the moss in there, but I don't know. I kind of wanted to make it an underwater scape. What do you guys think? Hi, Vibes. Doo-doo. So yeah, it's just a plastic box about the size of a block of Velveeta cheese. I think you could fit 1 block of Velveeta cheese in here. So I was kind of excited to do that. That was kind of fun. And that was my creative bit. But I have a bunch more rocks I gathered up, and like that can be grouped into like 3 or 4 different groupings and stuff like that. So I can put them in some of the other tanks that I want to rescape here in the fish room. There's still a couple of tanks that I would like to put substrate in. So if we're going to put substrate in them, we might as well kind of scape them too. See what happens. Yes, Bougie Bish Fish. I could put a shrimp in here at some point. I could also put like a snail in here.
1.
Right, yeah, just 1. But also it could just be a planted tank with nothing in it because it's so small. But I don't know. What if all that sand was covered with moss? That might look kind of cool. But yeah, I'm kind of on the fence. But yeah, I bought the small aquatic plant, so I kind of want to do that and just see what happens. And by putting the little bits of Anubias that I have, I'm sure I'll get a I'm sure I'll have a snail or two in there before I know it. This currently is the only tank I have that doesn't have snails in it. Mostly because it doesn't have water in it. Some crypt parva going. Nice and miniature. Yeah, Anna, any new pets? You've had the goldfish. You're done with the goldfish.
Yeah.
And
I don't remember what happened to the goldfish. Wait, I'm thinking. I think they passed away.
Yeah, I would think that they
Yeah.
would have had to pass away for you to have tanks. By the way, Vibes, the tanks came back down this way, buddy. So I know you're downsizing, but I got a couple small ones for you.
I still have my gecko.
Right,
And
crested gecko.
I'm getting a cat.
And she's getting a cat. And
Yeah.
she already has a dog named Nash who's like
Wait, I'm gonna show you
a super good boy.
The best dog.
He is the best
that you
dog.
could, like,
Here, I want to
I
move
don't
this
know.
out of the way where I'm not going to knock it on the floor. Show them Nash, super dog.
I put headphones on him. That's my weird dog. He's been chewing things up in the house, and we're annoyed at him, but he's good, I guess.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, he's nice. I went to my
What?
my grandma and grandpa's house in Texarkana,
Yeah.
and they have like two weird little dachshunds that were chewing up their pee pads, and it was really annoying because I had to watch them for the day.
Oh, so
Like,
you're just
all
like
day.
watching them
So I'm
destroy
just watching
paper?
them, and I have to like. It's so annoying. It was really. But then I haven't like gotten into summer because I've been there. My first week of summer was there, and then here. So I'm not like at home.
Yeah, but traveling to family members'
Yeah,
houses and
it's
stuff like
fun.
that is a summer thing as well.
Yeah.
Because I always went to my grandparents a lot in the summer.
Mhm.
I mean, of course, holidays and stuff like that too, but always went to summer camp.
Me too. Next week is summer camp for me.
Yeah? What are you doing at summer camp?
I don't even know.
They got like pools and stuff, or is it
Yeah.
on a lake or a river or something?
Pools.
Pools? Nice.
I don't know. They should have like built it on a lake. Because there's one on a lake.
Yeah,
That's,
I
the
mean,
same
like, that
company.
might just be like a trendy sort of thing, though. I mean, like, I went to one that was on a lake, but that was
This is the dog that
part of
chewed
the
up
deal.
its pee pad.
He looks very sorry.
Yeah. It's because we yelled
He's
at him.
very sorry. He didn't mean it. Yeah, but that's the age that they're gonna chew up a pee pad.
So annoying.
That's when they're old and they're chewing up their pee pad that you're like, all your life you're gonna do this? Good night, Cheryl. Yes, Vibes is downsizing to make it more manageable. 'Tis the truth. Let me move the camera. Show you these bad kids.
Bro's pooping.
Yeah. Okay, so I need to turn off this one and this one, if I remember correctly. And that gives us less glare. And then doing this. Yes, so several perished. was sad. Yeah, that's going to be a little annoying for you.
Yeah.
It does give a little bit of reverb, but it isn't causing feedback.
Bro, there's like a bunch of pets that I want. I want a snake right now, but I've always wanted a snake, and I didn't get a snake because my parents don't like them. And it makes me sad.
Yeah, hey man, some moms aren't snake moms, you know what I mean?
But it's like not gonna. My For You page on everything is really weird. I don't like it. I'm sick of it.
Hello. Vibe says, it's good to see you. Thanks for checking in on my buddy Mike.
I had to make sure he's not dying or swimming in fish water in his garage.
So Gil says that he moved fish out of the pond, 3 Colombian tetras, and put them in with the EBA. Electric blue car, I think. And they finally had some friends, and now they're swimming everywhere. Well, that's pretty cool. I think that when they're nesting or whatever, they might give them some trouble. But I mean, like, as long as they're willing to like take mid water or high water, you know what I mean? Like, they should be fine.
We've been watching 2 movies a day for the past, like, how many days have I been here?
I don't know. You got here on
3.
Sunday?
Yeah. What day is it? Wednesday?
It's Wednesday now. Getting ready to be Thursday here in about 30 minutes.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
She's leaving tomorrow. I got to go to work anyway. I thought she was still going to be here and I was just going to miss out on more fun, but
I thought I was too. I thought I was staying the whole week,
but
I can't.
No,
I have an orthodontist appointment.
An orthodontist appointment. You know what I mean? Like typical summertime inconveniences. But you know what I mean? Like go to the orthodontist, man. Like
Vibes, probably that one. Wait.
What's Vibes saying? Favorite tank setup? Hold on, she's looking. She's judging me as we speak.
These ones.
Yeah, you want to set up the camera for that one?
Yes.
There you go. Set it up a little further back so that you can get more of the tank, and then we'll get it the right height.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you're going to need to back up. You're going to have to put it inside of that loop that you're standing in on the floor of the hose. Yeah, right about there. There you go. And now you just need to get it right.
I think that's good.
Yeah. Might bring it down a little bit, see if I can get that light out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. Huh. Yeah, and these guys were bad. These guys were bad boys and girls today too. As usual. I'll show you.
I watch lots of movies. Like, too many. I'm thinking about the movie I should watch on my way back tomorrow. Because I have 2 parts. Like, my mom is going to meet in the middle with his wife, my aunt. So
Aunt Angie.
Aunt Angie. So, yeah.
I don't even know where I can put this. This makes me mad. But yeah, they yeah, so that's the niece's favorite tank.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about the glare. I can't seem to get rid of it. That's Vibes' favorite too.
Valid favorite.
Well, Bougie Bish Fish, it kind of is it is relative. I think we're 12, so
But I'm not like.
but her parents allow her to watch different things.
Yeah.
Like we were watching There Will Be Blood, and for some reason she really likes it a whole lot. You know what I mean? So I assume it has to do with her filmography.
I'm a very tasteful film watcher, but then like I also watch bad movies and like them. So
well, yeah, I mean, like B movies are kitschy.
They're, like,
they're good.
Funny, then it's fine, I guess.
So she's saying 7 Psychopaths. So your parents might have to screen that one first, but
Sure.
it isn't an immediate no. You know what I mean? It is a suggestion. You know what I mean? Well, Gills to Gardens, welcome back. You missed not much. We're showing this tank right now, and the Rosie Barbs dug up. Let's see. They dug up Spiral Val last week. They dug up Tiger Val this week. I can't put anything in the tank without them bothering it until it's free floating. So, yeah, I guess I need to just love what I have in there. But I did some testing.
I don't know. There was blood. There was a lot of blood.
There was a lot of blood. There was
a crazy amount of blood.
So blood.
And it was really sad. But I love that movie so much.
I'm finished.
So
yeah, so if she can watch There Will Be Blood, she can definitely watch 7 Psychopaths. Yeah. All right, cool, man. We'll put it in the queue. Those Rosie Barbs are just rude, digging up all the plants like that. I know, man. Like I am not a fan, but the after a week of being in there together, the juveniles are have 3 or 4. They're all swimming with the group, so they'll catch up in size in no time. But I do have an automatic feeder, and I'm thinking that these guys might need a snack during the day as well as getting fed, because like they're just so voracious and always looking for food. And there is a lot of them. So this might be one of the tanks that I'm not overfeeding, which is a rarity. You know what I mean? So, I celebrate it for what it is. But I gave them a good amount of flake right now. That's why they're on the bottom like that.
Vibes, I don't plan of doing any
content
stuff.
Or social
I don't do that anymore.
Medium. Kind of gotten away from it.
Yeah, I don't like it anymore.
It's all right. You might have a hobby at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like want to do something with that. But you should still share pictures of your gecko every now and then.
I guess. He's never awake when I'm awake, so it's like.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's because of my lights. I have the lights on. I have these like Christmas lights that I have up in my room that I turn on all the time, and I always have them up and on until I go to sleep, which is like really late, so he's never awake.
All right, so he waits
Yeah.
until you go to sleep, and then what? You just hear him moving around in there?
Yeah, and it's really annoying because he's like,
That's awesome.
It's yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Steven's talking about cameras, it looks like.
I have a camera. I do stuff sometimes.
Yeah, have you been taking some pictures with it?
Yeah.
Cool.
I took pictures for my school.
Yeah. Show us
Or
one
like
of your
for a
favorite
project.
shots that you've taken.
Yes, I'm a big fan.
My favorite shot from I think that was Saturday was my thumbnail tonight. It was two shrimps on either side of a leaf looking through the top of the tank at the shrimp competition, and man, they looked beautiful.
This picture of like a young kid's, like a first grader's little like stuffed animal thing that I took. I'm really proud of it.
That looks really cool, Anna.
Yeah. I have this one.
Oh man.
Yeah, I took some like weird ones too, but
Hey man, no, it's all about experimenting. Sometimes
with my
some of the weird
YouTube
ones are my
friends.
favorites.
Yeah.
Oh, Stephen was talking about how he was somebody was saying that fish tube has been costing them money. And I was like, yeah, man, your hobby can cost you some money. So you gotta figure out what you're gonna spend on and what you're not. And stuff like that. And Stephen says he's saving money getting into fish from computers.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that.
I have a movie recommendation. Actually,
Yeah.
maybe not. It's my favorite movie. So there's this movie that just came out called Friendship. And it's like really weird, but it's this guy who's named Tim Robinson, who my family really likes. And he's like a comedian and stuff, but he's like really bizarre. And he just got a new movie, and it's with Paul Rudd, and it's called Friendship. And I've seen it twice in the movie theater with two different people. So it's pretty awesome. But it's like, warning, it's not like, it's like a crazy comedy. And my mom didn't like it. So.
That's fun. Vibes, I just saw your text right now. So that is awesome, bud. That's where I'll get some more of that, because I was wondering whether I was going to just make a aquarium co-op order or whether I could go to Tiny Aquatics and buy it there. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the aquarium co-op fry food that comes in the little condiment bottle, you know what I mean? And you like dust it into the tanks. It's great for my small fish. I have trouble finding something small enough for the guppies, it seems like. If I drop any pellet in there that's pretty small, they end up carrying it around for a while and stealing it from each other. So they just don't do very well with it. Their mouths are so small. Yeah, I've been a big fan of that fry food. It's just like dust. And also, I mean, like I'm a big fan of flake, especially for the guppies. The mollies, the rosy barbs, I think the rice fish and the swordtails don't have a problem with the small pellet. It's not a problem for them. But I noticed that in the other. I haven't tried the magic fish food yet.
It is dark comedy, but it's like, I don't know how to describe it. Wait. It's really weird.
So, did you say whether you like portrait or wildlife?
Probably wildlife.
Probably
I don't know how
wildlife.
to do a portrait and not make it look awkward.
Right. But if you were stuck at school, there's not many ways to like take pictures of wildlife. So I guess you could do some portraits while you're there. Depends on where you're at. So Anna, have you seen rasboras before? Those are those sucker fish that are on the bottom that have the
I've seen
black
those,
stripe
I
on
think.
them.
Those are cool.
So they're kind of like a pleco.
I had a pleco a while ago that I gave to him.
Yeah,
He
Mr.
died.
Sucky.
Mr.
And
Sucky.
he died. And then I got a goldfish from my other nieces. And it came here and it died. So, I mean, I'm an uncle who keeps fish. You know what I mean? My nieces might not be bragging about how great I am as a fish keeper because I have killed their fish. But I'm learning.
Not too
I'm learning.
big.
I'm learning all the time.
Mr. Sucky was like,
Yeah, bougie. Yeah, you can bring some to Cares. What you'll even have a squeeze bottle for me? That's sweet. Do you want some Bacopa? I could probably bring some Bacopa down.
there's one drop of water here.
I've got a lot of use. Running Water says he calls his neighbor Mr. Sucky. That's awesome. But yeah, his name was Mr. Sucky. You can refill your water and you can bring the plant that you named.
Oh yeah.
We can introduce you guys to the plant.
He's great.
Yeah, he's cool. Oh, guys, I also got this Litorella uniflora right here. Also a tissue culture. So I'm looking forward to playing with those a little bit. The next couple days. I might not be up late tonight. I might.
Where is it? I don't even know.
It's next to the sink in the kitchen.
Okay.
I think. So yeah, yeah, the girls came home with a plant when they came home from an outing. And I thought the name was a very good name.
I named it.
Anna got to name the plant. So everyone, drum roll, please. New house plant. There we go. And Anna, what is the name of this?
I don't want to
fine
say it.
Gentleman.
You say it.
What, you're not going to say it?
No.
This is Dr. McTesticles?
Mm-hmm.
This is Dr. McTesticles, everybody.
Very sophisticated.
Yeah, he's a sophisticated plant, educated. He has a doctorate. You must call him doctor when you speak to him. This is a new plant. Is it going home with you or is it staying here?
I think it's staying here.
All right, it's staying
I have
here.
another one here that's named JoJo Siwa.
Okay, there's a JoJo Siwa amongst the plants.
Because it's like, I don't know, it goes like this. I don't know.
You just described several plants, though.
I don't
You know what I mean?
it looks like a tree, but like a really weird tree.
What are you talking about? The tree with like the curly hairs, the one.
Yeah, JoJo Siwa, because it's like a ponytail.
Okay. I call that one That one gives me a Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons.
Yes.
Kind of a thing.
Do you want to see who I named it after? Wait.
I saw like a 3 or 4 foot one of those on the edge of somebody's driveway.
This one. That girl.
Yeah. I know who she is.
Yeah.
I've seen her.
Okay, good.
Stephen P says 10 of 10 would make appointment.
2.
That's right. The doctor
He knows what he's doing.
The doctor will see you now.
What is your problem?
So partial son, only Oscar says, yeah, string of pearls.
We have another one that I don't think I name.
Yeah, June's a fan of that one.
Yeah. I don't remember this other one that me and Angie got last year with JoJo Siwa. It died, and then like we forgot the name of it. So I know it was something funny because
right.
we always have funny names.
Well, right, that's the point,
Yeah.
right? Have a funny name. Let me turn on these lights. Yeah.
But
Let me see if I can turn this one down. Dang, almost. Almost, Joe. Party. But yeah, we just wanted to come on and share our week with you. Anna was like, yeah, I'm interested in checking out the fish stream, helping me out, which is nice because there's some back and forth, some talking. Yeah, Steven, we will miss you, man. But I also understand that from Louisiana, San Antonio, and Florida are pretty much equidistant. Like, maybe not exactly, but like not that far off either. So I understand that you are able to get to the ALA, but didn't you go to the ALA, the 50th anniversary of the ACA one? But yeah, we'll see Steven at the Clash. Yeah, Steven, yeah, Vibes will be there. Vibes, I did tell her about it on the live stream. Like, she heard about it like 15 minutes ago. So
Batman.
It's easier when it's in Dallas because then she can stay at her place.
And when is it?
It's next week.
Next week. I can't go.
Yeah.
Because obviously I can't.
Camp.
Yeah.
Camp. My nieces are doing camps. All of them, actually. I think Elaine's doing a camp this year, too. Can't remember whether she went last year or not.
Is she named after the Seinfeld character?
No.
Really?
No.
What is she named after? Who? Or is she just?
I'm assuming with her Catholic upbringing that she is named after a Saint Elaine of some sort.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
How my sister came up picking it. But yes, Avery and Elaine. I, of course, am named Michael after the vendor in the marketplace, that Michael, he was selling things and Jesus kicked over his table. Or maybe an angel. I'm not sure. You know what I mean?
Named after a Counting Crows song.
You're named after a Counting Crows song?
Okay.
Was the Counting Crows song called Anna?
Begins.
Ah, Anna Begins. Okay.
It reminds me of Batman Begins because, like, Batman Begins, Anna Begins, and I always make fun of that movie because that's my movie. I am Batman.
I was in a speech class one time at community college, and I watched a guy do a presentation about his name is Dustin, and his parents named him that because their favorite song is Dust in the Wind. And I didn't like the premise of the speech. You know what I mean? Like I felt like that's not true. And that he was lying. And I wasn't a very good audience member.
You were like, boo.
Just one more fish. What? Grant was just at your house? It's awesome. Grant is from the Garden of Eden. I believe it's that Grant. I know that there's more than one Grant. Stephen P needs the video. Heck yeah, man. Shutting it down tonight. We're just here to help everyone to bed. We'll look at a fish tank, hang out and chat for a little bit. But yeah, if you need to go to bed, you got to do it. It's important to get your sleep. You're getting up at 8. You're going to stay up all the way till 12:30. It's only 30 more minutes now. It's 11:53 right now. We're like 7 minutes to midnight. So 37 minutes, y'all. Count it down.
I don't approve.
Bougie Bishfish says at Stephen P 2003. I thought the only thing the San Marcos River was good for is floating down in a tube while mildly intoxicated. I felt that way about it too. However, now that I have gotten into the aquarium hobby and stuff like that, I always kind of ignored the plants that are on the bank and just inside the shallow water at the edge of rivers, bayous, drainage ditches. And like now I'm really interested in what plants are there. You know, I want to do some collecting. Wouldn't mind looking at some of the fish that are in there too. I brought that up with the guy that I work for because he goes to the park all the time and stuff like that. And I told him about the little container I have that we can put the fish in to look and take pictures of it and stuff like that. So if he was ever interested in doing that I was down. So who knows what this summer entails, but I've also wanted to go by that park that he goes to on my day off and get like an early morning picture of the water because the creek runs across like large flat slabs of my goodness, white rock, also known as what type of rock? What type of rock I'm thinking of? It's a white rock. It's everywhere here. Not granite.
I don't know.
Limestone. Yeah, across limestone slabs and stuff like that. And there's a ripple effect and stuff like that. I want to get some pictures of it. I want to send some of the footage to Jason so that he could throw it up for his easy stream, because he likes his easy stream. His little intro is like someplace near him. He took a picture of it. He was actually there, and like it's like I wanted to say he called it a weir or something like that, but it's like part of like a water runoff for like irrigation, possibly for canals. I can't remember, but I like the running water, and there's a lot of plants down there that I kind of dig. So yeah, that would be fun to do. I would be excited about that. But yeah, I'm real excited about the event next week. Need to get myself organized, get my fish moved around. I don't think I'm taking any fish down there unless somebody wants something in particular. But I do need to get my stuff organized because I said I would bring everything necessary to prepare boxes for mailing and stuff like that, so that we can box up some fish for our out-of-town friends and stuff like that if they buy something at the Clash. I told Mike Fish Tank Barn that I would be that I would do that for him, and then he was like, "Well, then I might buy something," because he was like, "I'm going, but I don't think I'm going to buy anything because I don't want to have to worry about it like on a plane and all of that stuff." And I was like, "Well, I could bring everything so that we can package and heat seal it and everything and ship it in case you find something that you don't like, that you do like, you know what I mean? Like one of those things." And he was like, "Well, I probably will take you up on that then." So I want to make sure that I'm there for that. And yeah, I do that for Mike Fish Tank Barn, and I do that for any of my friends out of town that are at the event next week. Like that is no problem at all. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, the Killies folks will be down there. And then Mike is a huge Goodyear guy and stuff like that. So 40s are a great size for plant farming while still being reasonably tall enough for lots of fish. Yeah, that's good to know. Not these particular fish. These guys are gonna worry it to death. Like what I have in there is like what they have picked to survive, which is interesting. But I can put duckweed in there, and they'll clean it all up. This is one of the few tanks in my house that doesn't have duckweed in it, and it's because of the fish that are in it. My goldfish tank is the same way. They'll eat anything that's floating on the surface. Okay, Bougie Bish Fish. She's going to do a 40-gallon for the COT. Is that what? Blech, CO2. So she is going to add CO2 to the tank with bubbles. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's going to be doing that, and that'll make the plants grow faster. So she's going to make a plant farm. That is awesome.
I'm tired.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Princess Anna is leaving. She's done. She's going to bed, y'all. Congratulations. She made it to midnight. It's midnight exactly. Scuba Steve-O. Gonna go sleep it. Go sleepy. Well, so we lost a few, but that's good. Vibes already in bed. Good. Excellent. Let's look at a less active, a less active tank. Oh, a dozen red-eyed tetra, trio sterbies. Yeah, tetras are cool. I haven't even forayed into it yet. I don't even know what I'm doing. %90 duckweed free. Well, Bushy Bish Fish, I will pack up some plants for you to bring you at San Antonio. There will probably be duckweed in there. So be careful. Be careful what I give you. Yeah, I know. One day. You know what I mean? Like she's just now. Oh, she's one of those kids that she's probably been a teenager for about 3 years now. You know, but but yeah, man, we're at 12. We're just now getting to that. Like she slept till like 11 a.m. today, and so she's just now starting to get into that sleeping for a long time phase of growing. But yeah, man, lots of good movies, some good food. Yeah, we went out for a sushi lunch the other day. It was delicioso. I was very happy. I came home stuffed. I was so happy. Spicy tuna rolls. Oh yeah, Bougie, you'll quarantine them. I was like, I would, I would. Yeah, for sure, for sure. She is my wife's sister's child, and I have two nieces from my sister, and we have no childrens. So they come over. They come over here and hang out. Like what? Like what? Do henna, watch movies. They were thrift store shopping. I think there was a thrift store here in Austin that Anna saw on the internet, since she wanted to go there and try her luck. I don't know whether they got anything or not. I was kind of busy when I got up and saw fish pieces. Probably lost 5 fish. But yeah, the parameters were off because of the dying fish. So I don't know whether the water parameters were what caused that or what, but I'll keep an eye on the others. Nobody has any spots on them or anything like that. It's just real crowded in there. And oh, I do see one. I just saw a rasbora, the emerald rasbora. I just saw one, which is cool because I've got 2 or 3 in another tank, but I don't know how I'm ever going to get them out of there. They're in with a lot of other fish, and they are super shy. But yeah, so I do still have one. And like I said, those neon rasboras, I think I'm going to put them in with these rosy barbs and see what happens. We'll see how feeding them goes. I might need to. I'll see if they'll feed together, but the rosy barbs are very aggressive. But I think that the neon rasboras, like rasboras, most of them are pretty quick too. So are they as food aggressive? Like that's the thing. Like, is one group going to starve the other out? Like, will they get in there? But I could also try feeding at two different spots and stuff like that. So how they go together, I think mostly will be that. I think that they'll group up and stay in their groups. So it'd be nice to have some blue in there with that red. Quarantine plants. What's that? Yeah, don't worry about it, June. You're fine. Snails and duckweed, baby. All day. Yeah, bougie bitch fish. That is true. I just do it once a week and I spend like 20 minutes doing it, and I threw a serious crick in my neck, like scooping up and this shoulder with my right arm. So I'm using my left arm to fill the tanks today. I'm using my non-dominant arm because my right one hurts at the shoulder neck area. So I could have slept crooked too, but either way, I've been getting some good sleep. Went to bed at like 3:00 in the morning and last night, and so I kind of half flipped. I got up at like 3 this afternoon, something like that, and I'll be getting up at. If I got up at 3 tomorrow, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I might be going to sleep at 3 tonight. I got most of my. I don't know. I might stay up. It's just 12. If I make some coffee right now, I could watch the sunrise, say goodbye to Anna before I go to sleep. I might do that and play in my tanks and watch an old movie or something on the TV out here. Ah, yes, the Saswassertang dividers are coming along nicely. And now there'll be 5 tanks with my Val. Yeah, June. And I'm telling you, like, it'll once it sets, it'll take off for you, and you should be able to. Yeah, you'll have lots of it. You'll be able to fill out the rest of your tanks nicely, and then you'll have the problem that I do, where it's just everywhere, and you have a lot of it. You know what I mean? Like I've got it everywhere I could possibly want it, and like right now, I'm trying to think about maybe just putting uh, hornwort in one 20-gallon long, the one that has the snails in it, and pulling it out of all of the other tanks. And pare down the guppy grass too, because like if I want to grow it, I can, but I don't need it overtaking all my tanks. So I think I might clear it out of the tank so that there's room for more plants. But yeah, I'm interested in scaping some tanks a little bit, adding some rock and wood to some tanks this summer, and do that to entertain myself. And I mean, like, it gives us a new tank to look at. If I escape a tank, then we can watch that tank. You know what I mean? Like not the same. I probably only show you guys 5 tanks. I've got 30. Probably only show you the same 5 over and over again. I mean, I haven't checked on that, but like feels like that's what's happening. But I have some tanks that you just can't really see in. Like my dirted tank is just a disaster that I didn't drain. You know what I mean? But there's fish in there. Vibe saw a juvenile Carbinzus the other day. So there's like wild Carbinzus murky in a murky heavily overgrown planted tank, which is kind of cool. That's my dirted disaster. I didn't do it right. So okay, so yeah, it's starting to grow on the backside. Looks awesome. Let me see what's going on with this tank. Something happened. We'll turn this off. We'll turn this on. Oh, that's horrible. What about that? Man. Right there. Already. Oh my goodness. My goodness, my goodness. I like that it's moving in real time. What's June saying? Do coffee. You can't grow guppy grass. Yeah. Got a lot of Java fern. And the angels are pairing up. That's awesome. Only Oscars. I love that for you, June. Two takes of angels by next week. Yeah. That sounds right. Hang on, folks. I'm making a bit of joke. You guys keep an eye out for Cece's Aqua Escapes. I don't know whether she's going tonight or not. I was disorganized and actually changing some water for once, which is better than I normally do. So pretty happy with that. But Cece, if you're out there and you're streaming tonight, I'll be there. I'm ready for it. So Cece's Aqua Escapes. You guys know you guys know the gal I'm talking about. Good stuff. All right. All right. Making friends, influencing people. Let's see. Right now, kind of the challenge of rescaping some of these tanks and moving some of these fish around. I guess honestly, I mean, like, and what has always amazed me about this hobby is the potential. You know, you've got 30 tanks. You've got 30 tanks. You could do so much. So yeah, rearranging my tanks in my hands in my tanks and growing some new plants would be fun too. I am a medium or light roast kind of guy. And what I guess a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago now, I went through all of the coffees, and the cheapest one that I would drink was Community, but it's slowly been going up in price, and now the Dunkin' Donuts brand coffee is within 10 cents of the Community. So you're your fast food brands of coffee have been showing up in my life. I don't like the McDonald's one. It's not the McDonald's coffee that they serve at McDonald's. So it's got McDonald's name on it, but that's not the same stuff. So, but that is my favorite coffee to drink while traveling. A McDonald's cup of coffee is very good. I drink my coffee black. I'm a very plain sort of guy, but almost anything will work. But I do not like a dark roast because I drink my coffee black. So I'm not putting cream and sugar in it, so the coffee doesn't need to like shout through it. So you do have a tank set up as a plant farm only Oscars. I like that for you, June. Especially because you've got so many big tanks that when you do plant it, it's going to require a lot of plants to get it to 30% plants. That's a lot of plants. Akash, I'm glad that you like that you like those swordtails. I am getting to the point where I am going to need to ship some of those out. I think I've got 2 people on the list. I'll check in with them, but I'll probably be sending some of these guys out. That's a 10-gallon tank. It's getting pretty crowded again, and there's plenty of juveniles that are growing up. So, let me know. I do share those guys being live bears and whatnot. The Endlers next door, there's a female, very fat female in there, and I'm going to get her out of there eventually, but it has stabilized my population of Endlers in that tank. All the babies are disappearing. So she's keeping that population in check, so that kind of works for me. And then next to that are those purple Moscow guppies, juveniles, and it looks like there's a male in there. That might be a female in the back. The females have a darkness to their tail. But yeah, the guppies and the swordtails have been my biggest producers in the fish room. I've got some other endlers that have some other colors to them that are doing really well in a 20-gallon long at the bottom of this rack. But I'm thinking about both of the endlers, taking them and surrendering them at a local fish store in their live bear tank. You know what I mean? I think they're selling fish for $5 a piece or something like that, and I've got too many females, and also I have a tank of mutt guppies that's the same way. So I might talk to the stores and do that. I know that Tiny Aquatics does that. But I'd like to move the endlers on and just keep one type of endler because I've got 2 types of guppies and swordtails. And the problem with live bears is they make so many babies. You know what I mean? Like the egg scatterers and stuff like that. Like unless the rosy barbs, I actually have to like try and capture some eggs if I'm going to get that colony any bigger. So they take care of themselves. But yeah, I'm thinking about moving some things on. Oh, you're a Green Mountain man, Mexicali. And only Oscars is a frappe girl. I knew that about you. Only bougie Oscars. Hi, Asaya. How are you? It's good to see you. I haven't made my Corys happy enough to breed, and I think the eggs get eaten, so I think I might have to capture my eggs from the pepper Corys. And there's something going on with my caney eye. I had 5, and now I lost 3 in like the last month. So there's something going on in that tank. But they could be aging out. I've had them quite a long time, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so your Corys are the same way. Only Oscars, you had to remove them. But yeah, that's the type of trouble I would like to get into, because like live bears, it's just like you add water and they just make more. It's fun to share at like Aquashella and stuff like that, but I have water to fill. As you can see. So there I am, everybody. So running water, fell in love with super light roast. White coffee, Wired Willie's white coffee. Bar Greens Coffee Company in Everett, Washington. Creamy, nutty, and the caffeine. That's what I'm talking about. Those are all good things. You're working a conference in Texarkana. My wife is from Texarkana, and then before that, Beardstown, Illinois. June has tanks screaming for water. My goldfish tank needs a water change as well. The shrimp tanks will be working on their 3rd week, but hey man, it's all good. I might get on that I might fill up the water now and get on that on Sunday morning. Yeah, haha, the joy and pain of keeping live bears. When I was 8, I was thrilled when my mollies gave babies. Yeah, the mollies must be eating their fry as well, because like they haven't been breeding overly crazy. So I'm thankful when that happens. For sure. But yeah, we got to get that moving on. So I'm going to drink some coffee and catch the next stream if there is one. Hopefully Cece is going to be talking to us about another book or possibly another great interview. That interview that she did was really great. I got some great information in it. I think that one's probably available for replay. It was a conversation with a lady that does conservation for betas in the wild. So she's over in Asia somewhere. And working with people. So the conservation of wild betas is what the topic was. And a lot of interesting information. and stuff like that. Running water. Every time you hear Texarkana, you think of Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah, your teenage daughter won't stop watching that movie. It's really weird what they like latch onto. You know what I mean? Like my wife like watched There Will Be Blood, and she was like, "What is this?" You know what I mean? Like the two main characters are completely horrible people. You know what I mean? Like my wife was like, "I can't identify with any of the other characters. I hate what's going on." And I think it disappointed Anna a little bit. I thought it was hilarious. That movie is about horrible people, and but I like the cinematography of it all. I like the Foley team and the musical score that goes along with it. I mean, like from like a film aspect, there's a lot to talk about there. I don't know the director, and I can't give you any insight or anything like that. But I know that it's good for that. So I want you guys to have a great week. I'll be checking in and out of chats and things like that. I'll probably go radio silent on Thursday of next week. Because I'll be at the live event, but I'll be standing around in Eddie's videos and anything that he posts. And who knows, I might post a video or a short. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to put any pressure on myself or anything like that. However, should the mood strike me, you know what I mean? Like, I have the ability to do it. So, wish me luck. Hopefully, something cool. I'll see you guys next week, same time. Love y'all. Bye.